by Clankadin's twin axes!
Attack! My aim shall be true. A stout sword and sturdy shield can take you far.
Let me at him! Prepare to be destroyed! Die, fool!
By Gerdal's shield, I shall slay you all.
I shall slay you all.
Let me at him.
Gods grant me strength.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Gods grant me strength.
Your time draws near.
Let's spill some blood.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath. and slash. Watch me work.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of Easthaven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Loch Dinishire. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be? Well then, welcome to Easthaven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you do well to be on your best behavior. These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me. That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town. Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door, at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
My pleasure. Very well. By your leave. Very well. Understood. By your leave.
Very well. Very well.
I'm here. Watch this.
Ready for action. My pleasure. Right away. Your desire? You have my as you will it. Watch me! Yes. I await your instructions. You need me? What is required? I am ready as always.
Vita mortis cardio.
Point the way. Right away. I stand ready. Right away. At your service. Oh yes, I'm here. As you will it. Right away. Ready for action. Right away. My pleasure. Watch me work. Understood.
Well met, friend, and welcome to my home. Make yourselves comfortable, but try not to break anything. Many of these curiosities that you see lying about have sentimental value. Oh, they're all remembrances of my adventuring days. Little trinkets and the like that I picked up here and there. More keepsakes than valuables, really. Leftovers from my days of fortune and glory. Indeed. Well then, this might interest you. I'm putting together an expedition of sorts, one which would surely provide opportunities for both fortune and glory. This is the business I wish to speak to you about. We've received word from Kaldahar, our neighbors to the south, that evil forces are stirring nearby in the spine of the World Mountains. I am organizing and leading a party from Easthaven south to Kaldahar Valley to investigate. You look to be capable enough. Perhaps you'd like to join us. What say you? Excellent. Glad to have you on board. I plan to assemble the rest of the expedition and set out for Kaldahar within a few days. With storms brewing in the mountains, I'd rather we depart sooner. But there are matters that require my attention here about town. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe you can help. Pomob, the local shopkeeper, has recently expressed concern over the rapidly thinning stock of his store. He's been complaining that the regular caravan from Caer Dineval is long overdue, and that if they don't arrive soon, he's sure to be out of business. Now, normally I take Pomob's whining with a grain of salt, but with heavy snows on the way, it would be best to make sure that caravan makes it through. I want you to find that caravan. Leave town by way of the South Bridge and scout the hills west of Loch Dinnershire, between Easthaven and Caer Dineval. Caravans always stick close to the shoreline this time of year. Once you find it, see the caravan safely to Easthaven. In the meantime, I'll assemble the rest of the expedition and make the final plans for our journey. Return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Kaldahar Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey.
By your leave. May the power tear you asunder! well. My pleasure. Yes! I gotcha.
I'm here. Right.
How can I help? It shall be done.
Your desire? Very well. You need me? Very well.
Bring it on!
To victory! What is required? It will be done. Understood. A little fire and lightning should light things up.
Time to trim this one down to size.
Come here and see what I got for you.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Watch me work.
Time to trim this one down to
tear
size.
you asunder. Onward to victory!
Come here and see what I got for you.
Onward to victory!
Time to trim this one down to size.
Watch me work.
Come here and see what I got for you.
Give the word. On my way.
Point the way. My pleasure. I stand ready.
Easy.
No
Death
quarter.
comes for you.
I shall see.
Your luck's run out.
crush you to goo!
I'm here. Oh, easy enough.
What do you want? I'm off. You have my undivided attention. I await your instructions.
Hmm?
Watch me work.
How can I serve? Forward.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Yes? Onward. Fear I am wounded.
I am ready as always. Very well.
Yes, here I go.
I'm ready. Leave it to me. You would do well to fear a woman's ready for action. Watch me.
Speak your mind. Onward.
At your service. Yes.
Your command? Onward.
You need me? What is required? By your leave. Point the way. I stand. Very well.
Something wrong? Consider it done.
By your leave. Very well. Understood. By your leave.
Oh, good. You've returned. What news of the caravan from Caer Dineval? Strange. It is not usual for orcs to be so brazen as to attack caravans so close to town. I wonder if it is the anticipation of the coming winter that is driving their actions, or if it is something more. In any case, at least we can still retrieve the supplies, thanks to you. You've proven yourself to be quite capable. I'm glad you've decided to come along with us to Kuldahar. We still have preparations to make before we can depart for Kuldahar. Take this list of supplies to Pomab's Emporium across town. While you're there, you might outfit yourselves with whatever gear you think you may need. Return here when you are packed and ready to go.
My pleasure. Right away. Watch me work. Very well. Ready for action. Yes. Very well.
I am here. Forward.
Ready and waiting. Watch this.
Uh-huh. Oh, easy enough. I'm here. I'll get to it.
Spare a woman's wrath.
You need me?
I'll attend this one.
Watch me work. Right away.
Give me a target.
What is required? Point the way. By your leave. By your leave. It will be done. It will be done. will be done. Watch me work. By your leave. Understood. Right away.
There you are. All is set. The others are assembling as we speak. Are you ready to leave as well?
So it was that the Patchwork Militia set off from Easthaven, bound for the troubled village of Kaldahar, with the party of strangers in tow. On they traveled, across the windswept tundra of the Dale, through the foothills of the spine of the world, and upwards on the steep and treacherous trails of the Kaldahar Pass. Eager to seek out the evil that threatened the pass, they did not expect it to find them first. High upon the cliffs of the pass, a band of frost giants had prepared an ambush. Hurling boulders and dislodging massive outcroppings of rock and snow, the giants sparked an avalanche that thundered down the mountainside and crashed down upon the heads of the unsuspecting expedition. Those fortunate enough to survive the avalanche pulled themselves free of the mountain of snow and bodies that now barred the way back to Easthaven. Battered and disheartened by the loss of their comrades, the survivors had little choice but to continue on to Kaldahar, alone.
Understood.
I'm here. Leave it to me.
Hey, you need me? Here I go.
Ready and waiting. Forward.
Oh yes, I'm here. Very well. I stand ready. Watch me work.
No quarter.
I shall see you to your grave. The battle is ours!
Yield.
Easy, Dickens.
Onward to victory!
I'm hurting bad.
What?
No quarter.
Ready for action. My pleasure. Your desire.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Yes. You need my pleasure.
What? Don't worry, I'm on it. Ready to work.
What is required? Take no prisoners! Watch me.
Your
As I
luck's
fire
run
and lightning
out.
should liven
Point
things
the
up.
way.
No quarter.
I'm ready. With pleasure.
I stand ready. Onward to victory! By your leave.
God's plan. Yield.
Let me at him. What do you need?
Ready for action. It will be done.
He will smash your face! Me will smash your face!
It will be done.
No quarter.
Watch me work.
I, with pleasure.
You have my undivided attention. Yes. Watch me work. Right away.
Yes?
I await your instructions. You need me? What is required? By your leave.
Come here and see what I got for you.
I'll attend to this one. Point the way. Very well. May the power tear you asunder! Death comes for you.
Yield.
You would do well
The
to fear a
battle
woman.
is ours! It will be done. I stand ready. By your leave. Right away.
Okay, what needs doing? On it.
Ready for action. Understood. My pleasure.
Death comes for you. A little fire luck should lighten things up.
No quarter.
Take no prisoners!
I shall slaughter you.
The battle is ours!
I'll
Come here
attend
and
to
see
this
what
one.
I got for you.
Yes?
Fighting their way through the goblin-infested valley of the pass, the survivors of the doomed Easthaven expedition at last came upon the small hamlet of Kuldahar. Nestled within the roots of a massive oak tree, the tiny cottages were a welcome sight for the weary travelers. As the party approached the town, a warm breeze blew over them, chasing away the chill of the frozen pass, and carrying with it the sweet scent of cooking fires.
By your leave.
expecting you for some time now. Yes, well, bad news travels upon swift wings in these mountains. I know about your expedition from Easthaven. I know why you are here, for it was I who sent for you. Yes, I am Arundel, known to some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arundel, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community. Yes, it was I who sent Hallister to Easthaven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion. He will be missed, as will Hrothgar and the other members of your expedition. Let us say I knew of him. Word of his deeds has reached even our small, isolated town. I also know that his death, tragic as it is, was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive. There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries. Oh, would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss. I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of? Oh, the weather in these mountains has always been harsh, but never like this. Fierce storms ravage the valley without warning, often lasting for several days at a time, before vanishing as quickly as they come. It is barely midway into leafall, and yet the pass to the south has been snowed in entirely. Weather such as this is most unnatural. Nature presents itself in cycles that are predictable by those who know what to look for. I can only tell you. Oh, yes. Terrible, terrible. At first, there were tales told by travelers of companions disappearing into the night, snatched up from their bedrolls as they camped along the narrow trail that winds through the pass. We did not think much of these tales, for such occurrences are not unheard of in these mountains. Then one night, Conlan's boy Sheemish went missing. The next morning, the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished without a trace. The boy was just the first. Several nights later, another disappeared, Megan Potts, the local midwife. Her husband Khalil was grief-stricken to the point of madness. With barely a word to anyone, he snatched up his sword and marched off into the darkness after his wife. No one has heard from him since. And now, the abductions are occurring more frequently. Aiden, the old innkeeper from the Evening Shade, was taken only 3 days ago. I can only tell, as I'm sure you have noticed by now, there seems to be quite a few goblins about. It is not usual to see so many of their kind roaming the mountains so late in the year. It is almost as something has drawn them out of their holes, like carrion birds drawn to the scent of death. As if the goblins weren't enough, several giants have been spotted moving through the pass in groups as large as 10. That many giants traveling together in such numbers indicates they are organized and are acting with a singular purpose. I have watched their activities closely. Their tracks trace a deliberate pattern through the mountains, almost as if they were on patrol. Another thing. While I was out scouting the giants, I discovered other sets of tracks I have never encountered before. What manner of beast made them? I could not say. I can only tell you of what little... The balance. It is what the druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve for generations. It is all around us. It is us. Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist, no longer contending with one another, but coming together as two parts of a whole. Balance is the belief that this town is built upon, the very reason for its existence. Druids of Sylvanus, the Oak Father, have tended this shrine since the beginning. For hundreds of years, we have striven to achieve the ideal balance between man and nature. When settlers finally came to this pass, it was the Archdruid Tolban, my predecessor, who laid the foundation for the relationship that led to the birth of this community. I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede. We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether. Both the great oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help. I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place. There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men. If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well. Go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.